Hello everyone, I'm Amit Bhuptani, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at Dr. Subhash Technical Campus, Junagadh. I welcome you all on today's presentation related with the subject Industrial Engineering. In our today's presentation, we will study about the topic that is quality control. So before we begin our today's presentation, let us have an overview of today's presentation. The first topic that we will study in our today's presentation, that is introduction to quality, second quality control, and third objectives of quality control. So let us begin with our first point of discussion, that is introduction to quality. So what is quality, or what is the definition of quality? So it can be defined as the one which satisfies the customer's requirement or fulfills the customer's requirement, the degree in which it fulfills the customer's requirement. Again, the quality is absolute, so one cannot see or one cannot view the quality, one cannot see the quality, but it can be judged or realized by comparing it with some standards. So quality is nothing but the one which satisfies or fulfills the customer's requirement, and one cannot view or one cannot see the quality, but it can be judged or realized by comparing it with some standards of the same product. It refers to the sum of attributes or properties that describe the product. There are some properties whenever you are manufacturing any product. There are certain properties that has been defining the quality of the product. That properties can be in the form of or the characteristics such as length, width, color, finishing of the product. So those all the things which describe the product, those characteristics, those properties which describe the product, that is also a quality. So quality in terms of length, whether it is as per the length, in terms of color, or is how the colors are there, in terms of quality that are used, in terms of surface finish and other properties. It refers to, or quality can be defined as totality of features and characteristics of a product that bear on its ability to satisfy given needs. So certain characteristics or the properties which define the product and which ultimately satisfy the needs. There's those properties which satisfy their needs of the product, that can be also said as a quality. If you consider from the customer's point of view, the product or the goods which you are manufacturing, which sets them or which is helpful or which fits them for their daily uses, that is also defined as a quality of good or quality product. So this is all about quality, which satisfies or which fulfills customers' requirement, which are used to define or satisfy some needs by its some properties like length, finish. That is all about quality. Next, control. What is control? The process by which the standards are established and met with standards. So for achieving some standards, there must be some controlling, there must be some standards that must be set, which will help you to achieve the standards that you have set. There must be some mechanisms. So this process consists of observing your activity. Whatever the activities you are doing, then it is compared with some standard performances or with some standards, and if the standards that you have set that is not met, then some corrective actions must be taken so that the standards that you have set that can be easily achieved. So it is some type of mechanism which is used to control the actions that you are taking while doing the performance. The control process involves the following steps. Choose the control subject. So what thing you want to control? For that particular item or product, you choose the subject. Choose a unit of measure, what you need to measure. Suppose in terms of tolerances, in terms of dimensions, you are measuring dimensions. So choose a unit of measure, what you want to get or which unit you want to measure, that should be identified. Set a standard value and specify the quality characteristics. In terms of dimension, minute mm also you do not want to be lesser, so set a standard value. Choose a sensing device which can measure, so there must be arrangement of some sensors which is used to measure those things and give the feedback. Measure the actual performance with the standard performance. Yes, there must be provision of sensors which are used for sensing. Then provide some corrective actions if required. Then measure actual performance with the standard. Whatever the thing you are doing currently, that actual performance should be measured with the standards that you have set, or with the standard values, and interpret the difference. What is the difference that you are getting between the standard value and the actual performance? That should be compared. And then if there is a deviation from the standards that you have set or with the standards that you are comparing, then that deviation must be eliminated by taking corrective actions. So this is all about control, which is a process used to set the standards or meet the standards of the product that you are manufacturing. Next, quality control. So it can be defined as an industrial management technique by means of which product of uniform acceptability quality is manufactured. So it's an industrial management technique which has been adopted by the industries such that the products that they are producing, that is uniformly accepted, and the quality that they are producing, that is uniformly produced, the quality that they are producing, that is uniform throughout, and that is acceptable in terms of manufacturing. So that is quality control, by which they are producing the product having uniform quality and that is acceptable. Factors affecting quality control. So for producing this uniform acceptable quality of the product, which should be accepted uniformly, the quality that remains uniform throughout. So what are the factors that affects the quality control? The first factor that affects, that is man, machine and materials. It is but obvious for doing the production of any product, these factors will be of significant importance, will be very much important. Man, machine and materials. Second, manufacturing conditions. The conditions in which you are manufacturing, where you are manufacturing, that is also important, that will also play a big role. Then market research in demand of purchase. After the market research, what is the demand for that product, or how much the purchasing of that product is by the customers are there in the market. So by researching the market survey of the product demand, that is also important. Then money in capability to invest. What is the capacity to invest in terms of money? That is also important. Management policy for quality level. What is the policy of management towards maintaining the quality, towards maintaining their reputation in the market, whether they are compromising in the quality or not. So this is a very important factor that will play a huge role in quality control to produce the products which are having uniform quality throughout. So management policy is very important. What the management wants, either they are requiring just mass production and they are compromising with quality or what, but that will be again dependent on the management policy, okay, whether they are stressing or whether they are giving more importance to quality or not. So management policy plays a big role. Then production methods and product designs. Yes, what are the methods that you are using to do the production? That is also important. Their quality, their machine, their tools. Then after sales service. So after sales service, once the product has been sold, what are the services that you are providing towards your customers? That is also very important. Next topic, objectives of quality control. What is the objectives? So the first objective is to provide products which are dependable, satisfactory and economic. Yes, the main important objective is that product should be dependable. The customer should trust the products that you are producing. Their quality should be such that your products are dependable. It is satisfactory in terms of functions, in terms of customers requirement, that is again satisfactory, and economical also. That should be economical in terms of money. So the first objective is to provide products which are dependable, on which the customers can trust, satisfactory, so the functions or the requirements of customers must be met, and it should be also economical, which means the customers can buy because it is an economical product. Second, to ensure economic production of products of uniform quality acceptable to the customers. So production cost should be economical, and the quality, uniform quality products should be produced, and that should be acceptable by the customers. So customers will be ready to accept if the quality of the product is maintained throughout, and it should be economical. Production should be economical. The third objective, it aims at preventing the defects rather than detecting the defects. So the main aim of quality control should be to prevent the defects rather than detecting. So there should be such setup that defects are minimum or reduced almost to zero. So quality control is nothing but there should be provision of some suitable mechanisms which gives you the feedbacks, and comparison of actual performance with the standard performance should be done, so you can easily identify where are the errors, where are the defects, and finally giving the quality product. So this is all about today's presentation. Thank you.